that was on there. And it really was a tough time to get through, for Nick and even myself watching Nick go through what the Leach family's been going through the last few days, and it was really nice to see Nick kick that aside, and you and Kate and everybody was a big part of that. So as on behalf of Wide Open Wednesday, I thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. That was a very heartfelt tribute by Nick for his brother John, and for our listeners who maybe hadn't heard, Johnny Leach, one of the top small block sportsman drivers of the 1970s and 80s, kind of the golden age of dirt track small block sportsman racing in New Jersey. Johnny passed away just a few days ago. He was 72 years old and battling heart-related illness now for several years, and just a great guy. And he drove the number 99, partnered with Mark Yapel, a good friend of ours, and won a lot of races at East Windsor and Bridgeport. Later on, Johnny was both owner and driver of the number 99. They won races in Delaware. He was a champion at Bridgeport Speedway. Great racer. And, he was from Burlington, New Jersey. I remember they called him the Burlington Bad Boy. He was a real character, hard charger, but the kind of guy who would help anybody, off the track, help them out with their cars, and body shop operator, which you can relate to, and good guy. His wife Shirley, they had a daughter Holly. Just a real nice family, and he'll definitely be missed. But again, he was part of that great group of drivers, from that again the 70s, early 80s, and I remember Johnny racing at East Windsor, of course, and that's when I first met him. And then Bridgeport, ran some at Flemington. Then he raced at New Egypt when it first became a dirt track in the late 1990s. So great career. And, I know, tough for Nick Leach because he's the last surviving sibling of a very fine racing family.
My dad actually remembered Johnny, and he saw my Facebook post, and he was a little shook.
Yes, I can understand that.
So he called me. He goes, "Wow." He goes, "I remember Johnny running running hard, and he was a good guy." So so he touched many lives, and knowing the Leach family like I do now, it's not hard to see that he was a great guy. Because that whole family is right there.
Yeah, and Kenny Roth passing away. That was a real surprise. A young man raced go-karts, later raced a sportsman car at New Egypt, did lettering on race cars, and I believe he was only in his early 40s.
Right. No, I think he had 48. I think 48. I think. Nick could probably correct me when we get there, but when we get him on here. But they went way back too, racing go-karts and all that stuff. But tough week.
I always say the racing family, stays strong. When something like this happens, the racing family, gets together and provides strength. So that's what it's all about. So
it was good to see everybody coming on and popping on to our Wide Open Wednesday, and giving their thoughts and prayers and all that stuff. So. All right, well, now let's shift gears again, because I'm going to save some of this for Nick when he gets on.
Absolutely.
Let's talk some Turkey Derby.
Yeah, that'll be coming up the end of November. The annual Turkey Derby at Wall Stadium. The first one was held in 1974, and Gil Hearn was the winner of the very first Turkey Derby. Again, for our listeners not familiar with Wall Stadium, a third-mile high-banked oval in not too far from Belmar and Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Not too far from Route 95, 195 coming out of Pennsylvania. So, a great place to go. The Turkey Derby is an annual event. It's a real gathering of all the folks, from eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, from both the asphalt and dirt circuits. Everybody gets together for one last big event, and the Turkey Derby is a great one. And again, that's the Friday and Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend, and there'll be open house practice session, free for the fans, the Saturday before, so a good chance to come watch your favorites test and tune. But looking forward to that, and it'll be here before we know it. So I'll keep you posted as we get closer as to what the various divisions that'll be running. It'll be all our regular divisions at Wall Stadium, plus the TQ midgets. So looking forward to a great one.
Yeah, I was on
information.
getting some information to talk with you about it this morning, and I went on the website. The website's good, and it gives a good promotion. Our Facebook's a little lacking on the information for the Turkey Derby, so maybe if you want to get with them and say, hey, kick this up a little bit, and you might get a little more action going on, because there really was no information on Facebook.
But the main website has all
Yes.
the information.
Okay, yeah, if somebody goes to the main website, they're fine. But if somebody just cruises Facebook and expects it, to find the information, they're going to keep looking.
Wait. Yeah.
So, but yeah, and well, I'll be there at Turkey Derby,
Oh, that's great.
and hopefully you guys can make it out to Hot Rod Santa on December 6th, the week after. And
Yeah, it's going to be a great 2 weekends, right?
oh yeah,
Terrific.
man, I'm so looking forward to it. As long as the weather holds out, we're all in good shape. And
Like we talked about last night, that it's great when folks bring toys, unwrapped toys, new toys for the kids. But for the older kids,
Yep.
they need something too, and gift cards are a perfect option right there.
yeah, and because I was saying the older kids do get left out a little bit. They forgot about because what do you get a 12 or 13-year-old? No, well, you get them stuff because they're always on playing games, on electronic games or video games or on their phones, and like Roblox or Fortnite or whatever the hell they play. But my grandson does all that. But if you have gift cards, they can buy whatever they want. Maybe they want to buy a football, or maybe they want to put a down payment on a race car. There you go.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, is there a choice of like a specific gift card is like the best one to get?
Well, you can go to your bank and get a Visa gift card, and that covers. Then they
Okay.
can buy whatever they want.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
you might even be able to grab those at supermarkets and stuff.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's a great option because, a lot of people think, okay, great, I'll get a toy, but, you have your, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, and they need something, too, and this is a nice option. So I guess it was a very good friend of yours actually came up with
Yes.
that concept originally.
Yeah, my friend John Lesky, who we named this after the memorial. This is our 3rd annual John Lesky Memorial. It's our 10th annual Hot Rod Santa Toys for Tots. But this is our 3rd annual with John because that's what he used to do. He used to bring a whole bunch of toys. He used to bring cash donations, and then he used to bring gift cards because he bought a bunch of toys, and he's like, you know what? These kids the older kids get forgot about, and he says, here you go. So he went and brought $50, $30 gift cards, and that was like $1,500. I'm like, wow,
Wonderful.
wow. So yeah, he was one hell of a guy. So you're gonna have a very good friend of mine and a customer. So,
Very good. That's good. Hey, it's all part of that racing family.
Yes, it is.
Racing, and that it's special. And I'm proud to be part of it as you are. And now we've got Jim involved, Jim Foxwell, right?
Yes.
He's part of it.
yeah, Jim will be there. We'll be there announcing.
My
And I heard Jim mention before, Jim, about a 1964 Mustang. That's
Yes.
your special car. Yeah.
you know what? It made an impression when you're 11 years old, and it's stylized,
Yes.
almost like a Corvette that Ford tried to make. It's kind of like that. But
not
to
quite.
have one was a big status thing back in the day.
My uncle had one.
Well,
It cost like
my very
$1,800.
My very first car was a 1966 Mustang.
Yeah,
that's my
it was a
favorite
good
year.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father and grandfather helped me buy it in 1967. When I didn't even have my license yet, but they was able to get it as a used car. And that was my first one. It was metallic maroon with a straight 6. And man, that was the best car.
Okay.
It was great.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
one of my
was.
favorite years. Well, I like the fastback. So.
It's great. It was,
Oh yeah.
It was a great era. Really
Yep,
was.
it really was. They're really good cars. Good race cars back then too.
Yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
A lot of the
Yeah.
Mustangs made good race cars.
I was on 287. Yeah, it was great. Nobody there.
You can't do that anymore on
No, you can't.
287.
No, you can't do
That's
that.
nuts up there.
No.
No.
That's Earl's turf.
Yeah.
So, all right, Earl, we're gonna kick Nick in here, and when he gets on here,
Nitro Nick and NASCAR Nick. So
yep,
back to back.
whoever comes up first, it'll be a Nick.
Nick's 1 and 2. Okay.
All right, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you, Earl.
Good talking to you.
All right, Earl.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, he's on board with me with that with the Mustang.
Mustangs. He still has one.
Yeah, I mean it's something you don't forget, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
And late mid-60s.
Well, he's got a new one, newer one.
Yeah, but having all that, and everybody was buying them like it was going out of style.
My uncle had a 64 and a half convertible.
Yeah, a
I had a
4.5.
customer that had a 64 and a half convertible that never saw the light of day. Except, he brought it down for me. He would drive from Yardley to me, and then take it back home, put it in the garage. That had a 289 3-speed in it. That was really nice. A black, white interior, white top.
Yeah, then it was an era. Then all of a sudden, with all the regulations and stuff, it just knocked the kind of the gut out of the race car, the muscle cars.
Gerald Ford.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like early the
75 is when they came out with the catalytic converters.
Yeah, the catalytic converters kind of messed everything up.
And then they started with air pumps, which really is a BS system. Then the EVAP system, which is a really BS system.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of just messed up a good thing. Just probably should have just left well enough alone.
Yep.
All right.
Well, we have probably a Nick on the line.
That's right. We can't go wrong with Nick. That's right. So he's on. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Hey, Nick Marco, NASCAR.
Nick Marco, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell by his picture that flashed up here.
So on a show last night, I think Nick Leach said he was going to go first, so I was yielding time for him to get on there, but then it sounded like he didn't get on yet.
Yeah, he might be doing some trucking.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. He worked yesterday for a little bit.
Very sad news about his brother. His brother was sick for a while, but when that day comes that they're gone, it hits you hard.
Yeah, doesn't matter, even if you know it's coming for years. And when they're gone, they're gone. So.
Yeah, that's what happened with my mom. And then just recently, actually the same day as Johnny, Kenny Roth passed away.
Roth, yep.
So, very sad. So, on the racing scene here, we'll talk about the local regional stuff first because that should be quick and easy.
Well, we got a good weekend at New Egypt coming up.
Yes, we do. So last Friday night at Georgetown, Billy Pouch won the 25-lapper. Let me shut this thing off here. All right, so Billy Pouch won a 25-lapper, followed by Jordan Watson, Carson Wright, Joe Watson, and H.J. Bunny. And on the crate side of things, Tom Sherby won over Greg Hummelhands, Bryce Bayshore. Bayshore name was mentioned last night.
Right.
Adam White was fourth, and Luke Bunning, he rounded out the top five. And I have a note here. Guys were just talking about gift cards. I think a good gift card right now might be the Nifty 50s.
Nifty 50s? Well, I don't know how many kids are going to Nifty 50s, but...
Well, burgers and shakes.
Guys were 70.
On, I guess.
Yeah, for us big kids.
Yes.
Who really get forgot about.
Yeah.
We won.
All right, then Hagerstown last Friday night. Hagerstown ran the short track Super Series the first time in quite a few years. But on the Friday night side of that, Danny Buck won in 358s, a 35-lapper. They had a good car count, 32 cars for that event. Loudon Reimert finished second. Paul Mancini was third.
Nice.
Brian Hollywood Cratchen finished fourth, and Billy Osmond III was fifth. Then on Saturday night, they had the short track Super Series 50-lapper for the big blocks. Matt Shepard won that over Alex Sinkowski. Borrego third. Ryan Godin came in fourth. Danny Buck came in seventh. Shepard won the Southern Short Track Super Series Championship, worth $10,000 to him, so that was a nice little paycheck.
That's good. Yeah, very nice.
Brockville, Ontario, Matt Williamson won again, followed by Alex Payne, Darren Smith, Mandy Pounces, Mike Mahaney finished fourth. Matt Shepard finished 12th. That was Friday. And Saturday for the 358, another 100-lapper. Matt Williamson won that one, too. So Matt's on a roll here. I think his win total now is up to like 32. So he's really tearing it up. Yeah. Bridgeport had a busy weekend. On Friday, Buddy Schweibens won the Mass Sprint Car race. And then on Saturday, for another sprint car race, the Mass Sprint Car Series, Rick Lafferty won. And he was driving a Larry McVeigh sprint car that was unpainted. They actually taped the number on it, and the car was fast. And he took a lead with, I think, 10 or 12 to go in that 50-lapper and won that. DJ Tanner was second, Brian Carver third, Davey Brown fourth, and Kevin Nagy, he was fifth. And then there were quite a few topless people running around also. They had the topless crate cars there, but they do that once a year.
Yeah, we had to specify Jim was having a stroke here.
Yeah.
Well, there was something else I was going to say about that, but I'll try to keep it clean and short.
It's like, how did I miss that?
Yeah. So they took the roofs off their cars and had a 25-lapper, and Wayne Weaver won that event for the second year in a row. He actually started on the pole and led every single lap, so congratulations to Wayne Weaver. Ethan Young was second, Trent Willie third, Bob Lyman, we know Bob Lyman's right over the bridge in Burlington. Bob finished seventh. So the win total, Matt Williamson is probably up to like 32. Shepard's probably around 27. Matt Hirschman won another race, so he's up to 12 wins on the asphalt side. Coming up, you have the Eastern States race in Orange County this weekend, and then Georgetown is running next weekend. But at New Egypt on Friday, they have a really busy night. The 602 crate cars will be there for the non-winners race. The News wingless sprint cars will be there. The Mass 305s will be there. The Street Stocks will be there. 4 cylinders. The 602 match races with, I know Nick Leach loves to announce that.
Yeah, we're going to do the match races. I'm going to be in the infield doing the video for it. And
okay.
Yeah,
cool.
While he's doing it. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. And,
yeah.
Tomorrow night and Saturday. I'll be there both nights. And Vintage is running Saturday, right?
Yes, yeah. So Saturday they have the... Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Sorry about the hole in the Vintage Club.
But of course, we'd love to have you there. You know that, but you have things you have to do in your car. So you got to do what you got to do. So, but on Saturday, the 602s will be there for a long race. Mass sprint cars, the 4 cylinders, and those vintage cars will be up there. Yep. So
good
that's pretty much it for the local side. On the NASCAR side, this race here this weekend, all 3 series will be in Martinsville. And it's the busiest weekend for them because they have so many drivers that are below the cut line that are trying to get those 4 spots for the final next weekend. So I think this game is going to be probably one of the most important races for quite a few people.
In Martinsville, that'll be like a demo derby.
Yeah, it has all the makings to be. So
everybody going for that cut line, they'll all be cutting each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So talking about that, look at the playoffs. Let me get that page out here. So with the Cup side, you have Hamlin and Briscoe that are locked in. On the Xfinity side, you have 2 people locked in, Zilich and Allgaier. And the trucks, only 1 person's locked in. So you have 2 going for the Cup, 2 for the Xfinity, and then you have 3 people going, or 3 trucks going for the playoffs. So it's going to be an action-packed weekend down there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
But at Talladega, Chase Briscoe won that. That's his 2nd win in the playoffs. He was the only playoff driver in the top 5.
Playoffs.
Todd Gilliland, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, and Cole Custer rounded out the top 5. So
yeah, it was, I watched the very end of that, and it was he pulled a good move on that last lap.
Yeah.
Or last couple.
Yeah,
laps.
he did.
It was.
Kyle Larson ran out of gas, even though they said he had enough to go. And it's good that he was on the inside because when he ran out of gas, he just went below the double yellow line and stayed out of trouble. But his teammate had to back off a little bit, William Byron, and then Byron got hit in the back by Hocevar, took him out.
Yep.
So that's 2 weekends in a row that Byron got wrecked out of his doing at all. So he's well below the cut line. So right now, Hamlin and Briscoe are safe. Christopher Bell and Larson, there's a 1 point difference. One has 37, one has 36. So they will be racing each other. Larson has to finish in front of Bell. Now, if a below the cut line driver wins, like Byron, Logano, Blaney, or Elliott, if any of them win, then it's really important for Larson to finish in front of Bell. So, also, what came out this week, actually a couple days ago, the layout of the San Diego Coronado track, the street race. It's a 16-turn, 3.4 mile, and from what I saw the pictures of the track, it looks like a beautiful track. It goes by the warplanes, the ocean, helicopters, tanks, all kinds of things out there. So it's going to be pretty cool to see on camera.
Yeah, I like San Diego. I've been there once or twice, and It's a nice city. Too bad it's in California, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
San Diego's nice. It's very scenic and nice weather a lot.
Very military too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Yeah, and that's Father's Day weekend next year.
Okay, cool, nice.
Another thing that came out from NASCAR the last couple of days, actually yesterday, was that for anybody who has tickets to the 2027 Daytona 500, they're pushing that back 1 week because the Sunday they had, which is actually Valentine's Day, the 14th, that's when the Super Bowl is. So NASCAR pushed it back 1 week.
Trying to give the ladies a chance.
Yeah.
Between
Yeah,
Daytona
exactly. 500
and Super Bowl, there's going to be a lot of lonely ladies.
Shirley Muldowney could have cared less.
You're not watching a race on my day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the following week.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Xfinity. Let's see what's happening there. Connor Zillich is in it. He's locked in, and Algar's locked in. So the point spread there from 4th to 6th, you only have about a 30-point gap there. So, again, if somebody below the cut line wins, it's going to affect Jesse Love or Carson Kvapil, names that a lot of people don't know of. But then the truck side, to make this real quick here, Gio Reserva won the race, so that's the first time in the playoff series this year that a non-playoff driver has won. Corey Heim was second. Stuart Friesen's number 52 truck started, actually he's 4th in points now. He was below the cut line -8. Now he's up to +5, so he's barely in the playoffs. He qualified 5th. Stage 1 was 6th. Stage 2 was 2nd, and he finished 10th. So hopefully he moves up a couple spots and has a nice, safe, uneventful race.
Yeah.
So, and now I can yield my time to the man with the mic, Nitro Nick, if he's on.
He'll be here. I just texted him and woke him up, I guess. I don't know. But
Okay.
all right, if he doesn't, we're gonna wind things down here.
Right.
And I appreciate the call again, Nick, and filling us in on what's happening in the big world.
All right, Mr. Nitro.
No, that's NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Nitro's waiting in the wings.
Nitro's waiting in the wings.
So, all right, Nick, I'll be talking to you. And by the way, stop by the shop. I got some floor tiles for you if you want them for your trailer.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Good.
All right, I'll see you then.
You got a department store working too, Fred?
Well, a couple years ago, I put a race deck floor down in the shop, which was a bad idea because it looks nice for a while.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch left over, and then I did my I don't have a trailer. I have an open trailer, but I bought a box truck, and I'm turning that into my race truck.
Oh, okay.
So last Saturday, I put the gray and the black down, and I got the floor in my truck, and I have a whole bunch of. I still have some black and some silver and some yellow and red. Which,
just put the Oakland Raiders thing.
Yeah, well, I got yellow and red for the Chiefs. Well,
Raiders.
if you want to go for the Chiefs, but Nick's car's yellow and red, so that would probably go nice in his trailer. So.
Silver and black would be great for the Raiders. Yeah, that's what I would.
Raiders.
The Raiders.
So, but I got my floor down in my race truck and then my toolboxes and stuff in there, and so getting ready for next year. But so Nick must be tied up.
Could be.
So we'll wind it down here with talking about the great weekend that's up and coming at New Egypt here, starting tomorrow. I will be down there with Nitro Nick, and he'll be doing the match races. I'll be shooting the videos from the infield. Plus all the other stuff.
That's a tough one, Fred, about doing that. You don't know. You got to edit yourself while you do stuff, and you got to pick and choose.
I
just let it go.
I just hold it out there, and what happens, happens.
That's a good way to do it, too. You got to get something right out of it, right?
No, well, I have an idea what to do. I did it before for him, and it worked out. But it's actually for our Wide Open Wednesday show, and then they use some of the footage in New Egypt.
All I remember is those headache pans you would get for the home movies when we were growing up, and they would try to get everything, and it would be like a headache going by.
No, I'm usually pretty good with that. So, and the phone compensates.
Yeah.
But so that's going to be a lot of fun, and there's just going to be a whole full card of racing all weekend at New Egypt. So if you get a chance, it's not expensive to go down there. The doors open, the grandstand's open at 4. The racing starts at 7. Hot laps will be at 6. And hot laps are actually entertaining too. So, usually it's just the warm-ups and getting people out there, but the hot laps are pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
I enjoy being out there with the vintage car doing the hot laps as well as being out there doing the exhibition. So it's a lot of fun. I will not be part of the vintage this weekend. I'm done for the year. My transmission's still on the floor, so apologies to the Tramontana family because I didn't get it in yet. But I got a lot going on there.
There's not enough days in the year for you, I don't think, the way things are going.
No, next week's out because I'll be in Georgia. And, but hey, I'm looking forward to going down there Saturday and hanging with the vintage guys. Wayne Roth's going to have his vintage car, and he's going to have Johnny Leach's roof on his car.
Nice.
So that's a nice tribute to John, and it's just going to be fun. So I
a
hope
lot
to
going
see
on.
I hope to see a lot of people down here, a lot of our listeners down at New Egypt this weekend, and then actually hitting out the day after Thanksgiving for the Turkey Derby down the Wall. And once again, I'll touch on how easy it is to get to Wall Stadium. From here,
good luck.
195 East.
Yes.
Get off at Route 34. I can't, like I said, I can't remember the jug handle or the exit number, but you get off there. You're right on 134. You go to the next jug handle. You're in the parking lot. It's that easy. It's about 35 minutes a ride, maybe 30 from me.
You go to the Slauson cutoff. And then cut off your Slauson, right? It's Johnny Carson would say back in the day, right?
Yeah, it's very easy, and it's very entertaining once you get down there. It's the High Bank Oval, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And the Turkey Derby is going to be an action-packed weekend as well.
All right.
All right.
All right, Mr. Milner, we got the outro music here.
There you go.
That's right. And you have a great week down in
thank you.
down in Carolina. A lot of pretty exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, I won't be here next week, so we'll be rerunning, but still listen anyway because I might have said something good. I don't know.
I think you may have.
So.
But
if not.
But it's an hour of power regardless of who's here, right? Under the hood, number one, Need for Speed.
Number one.
And number two.
See you in 2 weeks.
Righto.